Okay, so this will be my first July process video, but it won't be my last. I decided to pull into my stash and grab these really old bits and pieces of an older collection. It's Basic Gray's PB&J collection. It was one of my favorites, and so I grabbed some sequins that would coordinate, and I grabbed some stamps, and I grabbed a card sketch, and I thought it might be fun to make some cards. So here's my card sketch that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to flip it every which way and turn it into 4 completely different looking cards. So these are card bases that I have cut from Nina Bright White cardstock. I pulled 5 or 8 sheets of that cardstock out because I'm going to go ahead and use it for envelopes as well, since I make my own envelopes. So the first card is going to pretty much follow the sketch just exactly the way it is. I'm pulling out all the light colors from the kit, from the PB&J collection. This is something that I tend to do quite often when I need cards, is to pull older collections and just have a nice play with them and a card sketch. But it's not something I film all the time. In fact, I think I've only ever filmed it like once before. But this is what I do. This is how I scrapbook. And I thought, instead of trying to change my process or change the types of layouts I create, when I sit down just to create, I'll just turn on the camera and show you what I do. So, lots of different kinds of videos this week, this month, because I do all kinds of different types of crafting and scrapbooking and different mediums, different sizes. Yeah, it's going to be like wild. So I'm just going ahead and following that sketch. The sketch is from Page Maps, and it was on the scrapbook.com website. I got it from Pinterest because I get everything from Pinterest. So what I did here was I took these Sunny Days sequins and I went ahead and created a row of sequins, and I also added some gorgeous, gorgeous washi tape. This washi tape is from the Summer Days collection by Simple Stories. And yeah, I want to talk more about my washi tape. Oh well. This sentiment is from the Thanks. The Thanks sentiment is from Honeybee Stamps, and I'm using Distress ink. I'm using Fossilized Amber because I think the yellow coordinates perfectly, and I didn't want a dark sentiment on this particular card because the card itself is light, so I wanted a lighter colored sentiment. And I'm going to press this down really, really well. And this huge Thanks stamp from Honeybee is one of my favorites. It's really, really nice. So the next card, I decided to go ahead and use the darker colors in the collection, and I'm going to flip the sketch on its side. And then I have pulled Gone with the Wind sequins from Spiegelman Scraps, which match the darker color tones in that particular part of this collection. So what I did was I kind of broke up the PB&J collection into some darker colors, some darker patterns, some lighter colors, and some lighter patterns to create a nice mix of cards so that they really didn't look, maybe all exactly like each other. So I went ahead, I loved the way that line of yellow sequins looked on the first card, so I decided to do it again, this time just pulling the navy and the red sequins out of that Gone with the Wind pack. Pretty soon, I'm just going to green sequins there, but that's okay, because the green sequins are gorgeous too, and with the right project, which I'm sure I'll find, they would be lovely. So this is one of the pattern papers from the PB&J collection, and I'm going to fussy cut all of these gorgeous little floral pieces, and then I'm going to grab some of that chipboard that I have and use it to embellish along that line. The last little thing I'm going to do here is for this sentiment, and I'm going to use another stamp set from Honeybee Stamps, but this time I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp in VersaFine black ink, and I'm just going to place these stamps onto my block, and they kind of fit into each other. This is I really love my Honeybee stamps when I can. They have the nicest sentiment stamps, and I really, really like them a lot. So here you can see me. I'm just going to rub that. I find that whether my stamp is new or whether my stamp is old, if I give it a good rub on my arm, it stamps so much better than if I don't. I don't know if it puts oil on the stamp. I don't know if it takes gunk off the stamp, but my stamps, I never have a bad stamp if I just rub the stamp on my arm first. So this will be my third card, and I'm going to flip the sketch upside down this time. And so now I kind of have an idea of how this sketch looks. I kind of have an idea of how it runs, what the main elements are, which means for me, I can have a little bit of a play now and kind of put my own spin on it, and you know, I'm not stuck to the sketch. And I love that because you can use sketches this way, card sketches. If you are not a card maker, you're a scrapbooker, you want to use up some older collections, you like the idea of sending a little bit of handmade kindness or handmade cards to people, which I really, really do. So yeah, that's a really great way to do this, is to grab a card sketch, flip it around, get an idea for the elements, and then just make a bunch of cards like that. So my washi tape, I brought it back. Okay, this washi tape was a gift. It was in a Happy Mail package from a scrapbooker that I've known for probably 4 or 5 years. Her name's Christina, and Chris, I call her Chris, and she sent me this lovely, lovely, lovely package of goodies, and one of them was that awesome stripy washi tape. I love it, and I've been using it on just anything. It'll match anything. Anything it matches, it's on. And it matched the lighter parts of this collection really, really, really well. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more of those chipboard pieces, and I'm going to add a little flag to this layout, to this particular card as well, a little chipboard flag to set it off. And there it is. And now I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. I'm going to use the same Happy Anniversary sentiment, but this time, because it is a lighter card, I'm going to use the Fossilized Amber Distress ink. So I also went ahead and I added a little like swirly doodle thing onto this card before I stamped it. And I'm sorry, my head's in the way. We got to get nice thread stamps. And there we go. So that will be my third card. Now the fourth one I just did my own thing. Again, the main elements of the sketch are there, but when you sit down with a card sketch and you do this, and you flip the card sketch around and you create a whole bunch of different cards, it's giving you skills. I really think it gives you some card making skills. It gives you some go-to designs. And then it also gives you the freedom to play, because once you kind of have the idea of how to do it, okay, so this element goes here and this element goes there, then you can play with your supplies. More of that washi tape. You guys, I love that washi tape. And now I'm going to go ahead and, so I start thinking that I'm going to just fussy cut some of the pieces, and then there's 2 strips of washi tape there, and I'm like, I like the idea of 3, and I like the idea of maybe like tucking it in up and around my strips. So I did it here, and then I seriously thought about doing it across the whole card, like weaving the washi tape around the strips of paper. And so I just put 3 on, but you know, you might see another card pretty soon that has it like weaved it, because I think that would be a really cute idea. So just fussy cutting more of those florals and putting them down on the page. I intentionally chose florals from that pattern paper that were like at the edge of the paper, so I could put them right up against the edge of my card. And now some more sequins, of course, right? So I still have some of this PB&J collection left, but that's okay. It's one of my favorites, and while I do want to use it all up, I'm okay using it all up a little bit. Slowly, so when I scrapbooked this, I was scrapbooking with friends, so, and I talk with my hands. I just do, I don't know. So there was someone sitting opposite me at my, like there was another table butted up against mine, and I had a friend facing me, and we were talking, and so all my funny hand gestures throughout this video, that's what those are from. Here are all the cards and the sketch. Please leave a comment below if throughout the month you'd like to see another video like this. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.